Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. You look at the Kings. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, B.A., you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Now here's Booker. Shoots over Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Here's Knipple. That one off the back iron and out. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. Out to Sabonis. From the arc. Knipple with the rebound. To the left wing. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Up top, Miller. From behind the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. On offense, here are the Kings. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Fades away. Booker can't get it to go.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Round. In transition, here they come. Here's Miller, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Weber. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a tremendous pass from Schroeder. This guy's such a dependable offensive player.
Now here's Booker. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Here's Murray. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Knipple with the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's the Kings ball. It's a 3-point game. It's stolen away. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Knipple. From downtown. Rebound by Sacramento.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, DeMontis said he was a 7-footer that could do everything like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. His father said, DeMontis is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Back to you.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Boy, the delivery from Booker, so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
Down low. Inside. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Knipple, defended by Murray. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Here's Miller. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 5.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Nowitzki. The shot's good. And here are the Kings now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
We are talking about 6'11", 240 pounds of nothing but big-time athlete. Domantas Sabonis doing work.
Here's Nowitzki. Six to shoot. And there's the lob. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Hornets. They're up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Collins outside. And rejected. Here's Miller going inside. Here's Brown. Rebound by Sacramento. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. Stolen by Miller. Monk with a steal. Knocked loose. Stolen by Miller. Here's Nowitzki. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, there's the alley. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
DeRozan. Second chance shot.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
Charlotte leading by 5. Takes it inside. And stolen by Simmons. For 3, Collins. The ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. To the inside. Missed inside.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Three-pointer off the mark. Kings trailed by 5. Simmons looking around. Driving inside. And slam dunk by Simmons.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Here's Nowitzki. Collins with the rebound. Right side, Monk. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches going.
It does, BA. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
Sacramento making a change here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Knippel. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kelly Oubre picks one up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Knippel. Back to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Morning. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
What you love about Sexton is his willingness to balance his scoring with his playmaking.
Pass to Collins. To the middle. Out to Oubre. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Morning. Back to Sexton. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Morning. Pulls up at the elbow. The rebound by Simmons. Kings trail by 6. And he's going for the lob. James with a steal. Here's Knippel. He's covered by Levine. James inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Both free throws good from James.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Sabonis. And that's not going to go. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Hornets leading by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 8-point game. From outside, off the mark. Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
On the wing, Brown. Right side, Booker. Pass to Salah. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. Salah, he's got 8 points.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Down low. Here's Weber. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Charlotte leading by 12. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Booker. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Knocked away. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Kings trail by 12. Murray from outside. Again, the miss by the Kings.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
To the inside. Here's Booker. Uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Pass to Nowitzki. Lets it fly. To the wing, right side. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Kings trail by 12. Drives to the hoop. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Sabonis in the post. And a nice finish on the layup.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Booker on the move. Here's Brown. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Kings trail by 7. Poke loose. Here's the break. Murray with it. He's picked up by Miller. Here's Weber. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And he's going for the oop here. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Shot from the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, you just see the mid-range confidence for Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
Now here's Murray. Brown with a steal. Booker for 3. Oh yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Nowitzki. And another basket for Charlotte.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Outside Murray. Inside. Stolen by Booker. Pass to Nowitzki. Just 3 on the clock. Again, Charlotte.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Sexton. Into the lane. Pass to Salah. Here's Knipple. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Simmons. Kings trail by 12. Down low. Kicks it to DeRozan. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Sexton. What a terrific move that is. Sexton's got his first points of the game.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. Doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Here's Collins. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Here's Sexton. And one of the standout skills for Colin Sexton, that little floater in the lane.
The floater is an invaluable tool for virtually every guard in the league because when you touch the paint, generally speaking, you have bigs rotating to you. But there are a lot of things to love about Colin Sexton. This guy is so intense defensively, a tremendous competitor, and he's really trying to grow that jump shooting aspect, which will be critical.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Knippel. Lets the three fly. And the three-pointer goes. And the Hornets lead by 17. To the inside. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Such an intelligent basketball player. John Collins knows how to get himself a look out of pick-and-roll action.
Here's Sexton. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the board.
Booker surveying the D. Oh, they get a hand on it. Murray. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
That one goes. Yes, sir.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Now Sabonis. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Outside Booker. Takes a 13-footer. Yes, sir! Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. To the paint. Here's Mourning. And that one is hammered home.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And Booker's got the ball here for Charlotte. It's an 18-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Miller. 5 on the clock. Takes a 13-footer.
Domantas Sabonis.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Screen by Cousins, and he drives in. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Thompson for 3. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Levine. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow!
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Connects from three-point range. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Murray, no good.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
It doesn't take much room. Ivy saw some daylight and just took off.
Outside to Weber. And a miss there on the triple. And so just over a minute and a half played. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here we go, one-on-one. Levine inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here's Edgecombe. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Tim, how do you look at Obvious-Ski?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Now, here is Weber. Banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Levine. Up again. Pass to Sabonis. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Levine's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. He'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. The Kings trailed by 4. Screen by Sabonis. Outside to Weber. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Weber. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Caspi with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Schroeder. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And it's in there. Caspi's got his second basket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Queen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Inside. Here's Weber. And Weber throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Portis the screen. Caspi. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Sacramento. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat. And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Back to Abdia. Pass to Cousins. Sabonis with the steal. Levine inside the three-point line. Cousins pulls it in.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker. The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
To the right side. Goes up the baseline. Edgecombe, no good.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Murray for 3. Abdia with the rebound. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Abdia's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Murray, no good.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Schroeder missing. New Orleans leading by 13. Here's Ivy, out to the wing. Back to Cousins. And he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
And this is Cousins at his best. This young center loves getting after it down low.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, "It takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too." The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Thompson way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. That's tipped.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Yes, that goes in. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Sacramento making some changes. That one is no good. The Kings trailed by 18. Monk for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Some changes for New Orleans. Back to Portis. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup. Portis has got his first points of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
It's stolen by DeRozan. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
And Simmons drops them both. And it's the Pelicans' ball. This run now up to 13-2. Outside, White. Right wing. Caspi, that's for 2. The wing jumper off target.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New Orleans on top. They lead by 18. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes Levine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in.
Nuts!
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivy on full display.
Rubber inside. It's over Avdia. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Pass to Cousins. Back to Thompson. Fires the 3.
Nice anticipation for Murray. So good at getting position there to block the shot.
Cousins inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Sabonis. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And the free throw, no good.
And for Cousins, he has all the tools needed to be a star, but it's going to come down to maturity and controlling that tempo.
They set the pick. Pass to Edgecombe. To the middle. Rejected by Murray. They recover it. Clock is at 3. Cousins. It's hauled in by the Kings. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. Levine's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 15 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Murray with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Sacramento again missing.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Count that bucket. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Schroeder. Scoreless thus far. Trying to find Weber. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
Pass to Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
And we saw this at Kentucky. Cousins takes up so much space in there, and he's already developed a number of go-to moves.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Guys, back over to you.
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Some changes for Sacramento.
Substitution on the court.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Caspi for three. Good on the triple. Caspi's got 8.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Pass to Caspi. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Caspi's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. And here is Simmons. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Caspi, that's for 2. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Pelicans on top, running away with
Sacramento, 21.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Nice shot by Thompson.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Avdia with a defensive effort. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Left side, DeRozan. Good D by Thompson. And so Cousins will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's New Orleans with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And look at that burst. Jaden Ivey, absolutely impossible to stop from getting to the rim.
Now here's Simmons to halt the run. The three-pointer is right on target.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Basket counts. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
To the wing right side. Pass to Cousins. Avdia with it. Collins with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Denny Avdia.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Assist from
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Down low, Sabonis. Pelicans pull it in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. At the elbow, it's Avdia. Sinks that one from the post.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away. Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Kings ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.